I don't know where you've been, but you're gonna respect this courtroom. My life has proven that it's not about where you come from, it's about where you're going. From a jailed youth who had my record expunged to becoming the youngest judge elected.
The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding.
In just 15 years. Ma'am, let me know when you want to go to rehab. Otherwise, I think you're a crackhead.
Absolutely not.
My goal is to inspire others to overcome their obstacles. You don't need him and his little raggedy roommate.
Thank you.
All while having a little fun on Mathis Court. You look like you're ready to lie right the first word out your mouth. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Evan Mitchell is suing Samantha Reyes in the amount of $4,750.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Mr. Mitchell claims his ex bought him a better car to replace his jalopy and says she keyed the vehicle after she saw text messages between him and a female coworker.
State your name, sir.
Evan Mitchell.
Ma'am?
Samantha Reyes.
All right, Mr. Mitchell, you're suing Miss Reyes for $4,750 for vandalizing your vehicle. All right, let's start with you. How do you all know each other?
So we met 2.5 years ago at a birthday party. A friend of mine, he introduced me to her. He, said, I think you would be very interested in this woman. He brought me over and immediately, she's beautiful and she's got a great personality. And so I thought, I could see myself going out with her. And she was really driven. She is in the medical field and is super passionate about it. And that was something I was looking for in my life at the time, was to be able to take next steps. Yes, sir.
What, you had a disease or something?
No. I was a bartender, and so I was transferring.
You said she had a very, very great medical skills and attendance, and you said that's what you needed at that time.
No,
Am I saying anything different than what you said?
No, sir.
All right, that's why I asked. What did you need? What was wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me, sir. I just needed a better life path.
You healed you. All right, go ahead.
She healed me of my drive.
Yeah. In many ways, you say.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
As I said, she was pushing me to make a change in my life. She drove me to
rehab.
That would, hey.
You don't have to tell me.
No, sir. Real estate. So rehabbing buildings, if you would say.
Okay,
so
all right.
I made the decision to get into real estate and get a certification and take that step in my life and to make the next step in my career. So we realized very shortly after, once I got certified, that I'm not going to be able to drive the car I was driving at the time. I had an old beater. And so we ended up deciding I'm going to need a better vehicle during that time.
Okay, let's stop there, allow her to give some background, then you can pick up there.
Yeah, we didn't exactly decided that I was going to purchase you a car. I kindly gave you a car.
You don't want to tell me anything else about your relationship?
Yeah, sure,
maybe
sure.
the background?
Sure.
Because when you jump to the car so quickly and so vehemently,
yeah,
that makes
I'm so
me
sorry.
think
It's
you're not
because
telling the truth.
Yeah, no, I'm so sorry. It's because
Let me get this out the way. Go ahead.
No. He said something that was not accurate, so I just tried to correct it. But going back to the beginning, we met 2.5 years ago at a friend's birthday party, and he introduced us. In the beginning of the relationship, he was very kind, very romantic, very loving towards me, and we were talking about getting engaged. He told me he was saving money to buy me an engagement ring.
How long after you all started dating did he tell you that?
Around 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, we were like actually talking about it for a few months, and I wanted to be supportive of him because I thought he had good intentions, and I could see he was struggling with his car, and it wasn't helping his business.
Let's back up about the engagement ring, though. He was going to buy you an engagement ring? Was that before the car?
Before the car. We were talking, he was telling me he was saving money to buy me an engagement ring.
Okay.
And I wanted to do something nice for him. I wanted to support him and show him I loved him. So I took some of my savings and I bought him a new car. Because that was, to me...
How was he going to buy? That's why I'm confused. How was he going to buy you an engagement ring if he didn't even have enough money to buy a car? That's the part I'm missing.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I don't.
That never dawned on you. It never dawned on you that this man is telling me he's going to buy me a fabulous engagement ring. And then when he said he need a car, he don't even have transportation to get back and forth to work. Okay,
Yeah.
Next time think it through.
I will.
Go
I learned
ahead.
my lesson.
Then what happened?
I learned my lesson. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, we were talking about the engagement. I bought him the car. Right after I bought him the car, his behavior changed completely with me.
Coming up on Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
We never said we're breaking up. We never said this relationship is over.
I know you're saying though to yourself you just wanted some time to cool down. Right?
Yeah, because
how long did you think that time might be?
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878.
You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Evan Mitchell, who is suing Samantha Reyes for property damage.
Whatever happened to the ring?
He didn't buy me a ring.
Did you ever mention
He
it?
never bought me a ring.
Did you ever mention it to him?
Yeah, we would talk about it constantly.
What would he say after not getting it? You say, "Where are you to get my ring? Where's my ring?" What'd he say?
He would say, I'm still saving money. I want to buy you a nice ring. I don't want to buy just any ring. You deserve, a huge diamond, and I want to give you the best. That's what he would tell me.
Got it.
So I bought him the car. I was still waiting for my engagement ring. Right after, within a couple of weeks after
What
I
were the
bought
terms of the car? Was he to pay for it? If so, was there a payment term?
No.
Term of payments?
No, I just bought the car because I knew it was going to be better for our future together. Sometimes.
So you bought it for him as a gift?
Not really as a gift, as an investment. Because sometimes he would have.
What did you intend to return back, to be returned on your investment?
I wanted us.
You gave him money to get what back?
Invest in our future family because I thought I'm going to build a life with this man. We're going to.
He hadn't even given you a ring.
I know, I was naive. I know. I am
Okay.
aware of that. But I believed him and I loved him. I was in love with him.
Sounds like that was a gift. Let me hear from you, sir.
Yeah, so she ended up gifting me the car, and shortly after, it was weaponized. What are you doing with the car?
It was never
you're
weaponized.
going out with
It was never weaponized.
coworkers.
Finish,
She was saying, "Oh, you're going to be staying late at work. Or you're going to be going out with coworkers." She wanted to regulate every movement I was making in my life. She wanted to know where I was going with it. She wanted to know all of these details that weren't important prior to me having this car. And so we ended up having.
It was a mechanism of control, not investment, but control.
I believe so.
Go ahead.
And so we ended up getting in a huge argument. And
About your use of the car or what? About what?
Yes, about the use of the car. Just one night we were talking, and she was saying, "Oh, if you want to invest in work more, then go invest in work. You don't invest in this relationship." And yelling at me, saying, clearly made a mistake with this, and da-da-da. And I said, you know what? Maybe we just need to take a step back. Maybe we can,
That's not true. I said we had to give it some time to calm things down.
Well,
How much time did you expect you would need?
I just wanted, we never said we're breaking up. We never said this relationship is over.
I know. You're saying, though, to yourself, you just wanted some time to cool down. Right?
Yeah, because
How long did you think that time might be?
I thought it could be like a week, 2 weeks maybe.
All right, go ahead.
and so we took a step back. We talked about it over texts, which I have brought today.
Did you expect it to be that same time frame, a week or 2 weeks?
I didn't know what to expect because it was a pretty rough argument.
Okay.
That's not true.
And so
he told me, yeah, I think we can still figure things out. It's in the text message. I have evidence if you want to see.
Okay, we'll see that as needed. Go ahead, sir.
And so what ended up happening is we separated for some time, and she reached out to me saying, "Hey, we should talk." And I had plans tonight. She reached out and she came over. I said, we got to make this quick. I have plans tonight. And while I was in
got
the
plans. They got to drive this woman around in the car you paid for. Go ahead.
Exactly.
So I came out of the bathroom and she was in hysterics, yelling, and ran out the front door. And I followed her, and she's screaming at me, saying, "I'm a cheater. She should have never bought me the car."
Just because you told her you had to keep it moving and you have something else to do that evening? Is that
No.
why
I don't
she
know
did
why.
that? All right. Did you do that? And if so, why?
Yeah, so I came over to his place. We have been having phone calls talking about our future plans still, because we were never broken up. And then I came over to his place because I wanted to see him in person and talk to him in person.
How long had it been? You expected a week or two.
Yeah, it was.
He's saying it sounds like it was longer. How long was it between?
No, it was like 10 days.
Okay, go ahead.
And I came over to his place, and he went to the bathroom. And while he was in the bathroom, I heard his phone beeping with a message. And I looked over, and I saw a message from a woman called Veronica, who is a co-worker of his, and she was asking him what time did he want to meet her at the hotel tonight. Daddy.
On the text, you saw
Yeah.
that?
And then that text made me obviously very suspicious about him cheating on me. So I started going through his drawers, searching for evidence of cheating, and I found in his underwear drawer a receipt of a hotel 5 days prior. And that's when I was completely devastated. Like I had just found out I had been cheated on. And
well, no, he said he didn't know where the relationship was at that point.
No,
he said
it's
I'm
a
telling
lie.
you what he just said to me, man. Don't
He's
tell
lying.
me no. I'm telling you what I just heard him say.
Yeah.
He just said, be quiet.
Sorry.
He just said, I asked him, where were you all at that point? I don't know. I didn't know where the relationship was. All I know is what had just happened. So he wasn't even sure, as he just conveyed to me, whether he knew you all were still in a relationship or not.
Coming up.
Let me tell you why this is relevant. She's using this to prove her point that you were not out of the relationship. You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Evan Mitchell, who is suing Samantha Reyes for property damage.
You felt he cheated. He doesn't feel he cheated because he was unsure whether you all were even still together.
But if you take a look at the text messages I have here, you're gonna see through our messages that it's not true that he thought we were in a break.
All right, let's see it. Maybe we should take a little time to clear our heads and get some space. Yeah, I get that. Things have been a little heated. A couple of days to cool off probably isn't a bad idea. I just think it might help if we both step back a bit and let things settle. Fair enough. Let's check in later this week when things calm down. Okay, I still care about you. Just need a few days to reset. Who is this talking, you?
Yeah.
2 days. I understand. I love you, and I know we can work this out like we always do. So what happened to the 2 days, sir?
Excuse me?
You said something, we can get back, let's reconnect in 2 days. Just need a few days to reset.
We didn't connect in 2 days, sir. It was more time than that, so.
That's what I'm saying. What happened? You didn't call her, she didn't call you. What happened to the few days that you told her you were going to reset? Did you all discuss resetting? Pardon?
With me in the relationship, or
Yes,
did we?
that's what we're talking about.
Yes, sir. I understand, but it just, we didn't at the time, and this was the
And I'm asking you
reconciliation.
why. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you why this is relevant. She's using this to prove her point that you were not out of the relationship. You had no reason to think you were, and this proves her right.
Coming up.
I asked him to give me back the car. He refused, and so I grabbed the keys out of his hands and I scratched the car.
You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Evan Mitchell, who is suing Samantha Reyes for property damage.
Ma'am, so you say it wasn't broken up, and as I see here, that is correct. He just said a few days. So why don't you think you should have to pay for the vandalism? What happened with the car? You tell me.
So after I found out he was cheating on me with this woman, Veronica, I stormed out of his apartment. He followed me into his parking lot, and I told him everything that happened, that I saw the text messages, the receipt, and instead of apologizing to me or even trying to deny his actions, we were standing right by the car that I purchased, and I was so angry and so hurt. I asked him to give me back the car. He refused, and so I grabbed the keys out of his hands and I scratched the car. But by the time I did that, the title of the car was still under my name. So I could have done whatever I wanted with the car that I paid with my money and that I still had the title in my name.
But it was still my responsibility and the insurance was under my name. So anything that would have happened to the car, I would have then had to deal with the damages of. So the long-term effects of her damaging my vehicle, I would then have to soak up financially.
Only question is who owned the car?
I did.
But it was a gift.
It wasn't
Where's my
completed.
ring?
Look, hold on, ma'am. Let me handle this.
Sorry.
I do this for a living.
Sorry.
Gift is only complete when the transaction is completed.
How will Judge Mathis rule? Find out when Mathis Court returns.
You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. A promise of a gift is not a completed gift. If I promise Amir I'm going to get him a car for high school graduation, and then he does something and I determine I'm not going to give him that gift, he can't sue me because the gift was never completed. If I get him the car, I can't then take it back because he didn't do well in school. Too late. It's his. It's in his name. But in this case, sir, you never owned it.
Even if I was driving and I was using it, and I own it
Transfer
now.
of title. What's the matter with you?
She transferred the title to me, though.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
I did
I have it
transfer
right
it,
here.
but after this all
You know,
happened,
we're talking about now, ma'am. We're talking about the car of his that you scratched, and it is his because you transferred the title. Let me see it,
She said she
please.
transferred it after she scratched it.
after I scratched it.
You a defense lawyer?
Just, you know, it's hot in here. I see you getting heat.
But that shows intent. That shows he always intended to transfer it. You were just a couple of days after that you transferred the title, but you did. So your judgment, sir, is $4,750. You had determined it was his car, so much so that you transferred the title. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant owes $4,750.
Gonna let you two have some final words.
I'm sorry it had to end this way.
I hope you burn in hell.
Grab your belongings.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.